Happy June 8th, 2026. Um, it's about 9:30 in the morning, and today's the last day I have before it starts raining again. Um, unless it rains today, which it's not supposed to, but thanks, weatherman, for never ever being truthful with me. I'm gonna give you guys a little bit of an update on what I've been doing. Like I said in the last video, I haven't had any chance to film anything. I've taken a few pictures and I might post those in a video in the future. But let's just get back around to this boat and see what's going on. Well, I guess we'll start at the front. I paused this and did an entire walk around the boat and realized that I wasn't recording. Pro recorder I am. So gel coat's on. Gel coat's on. No more black. I think I posted a short with the boat up on blocks. That was a huge pain in the butt. Getting all that ablative paint off. I tried paint remover. I tried flap disc. I tried belt sander. I tried just powering through it with a circular sander. I tried 60 grit. I tried 30 grit. I tried everything I could possibly get and ended up paying an excellent gentleman to come out and sandblast the entire bottom of this boat. Took him about 3 hours and saved me like 5 days or more, probably more, closer to like a week. Worth every penny. Great guy. I won't mention his name, but local sandblaster. Then it took me like 2 weeks to fair the bottom of the boat because we had to go down to literal bare fiberglass on the entire bottom of the boat. Everything from the water line down was bare fiberglass. So, yeah, terrible, rough. But you can see, it ain't perfect. I still haven't wet sanded the entire bottom of the boat. I did do a quick 400 grit just to knock down any high spots, and then I did a sealant on it. Nope. I just drove it through the tree there. So there's tree stuff. I haven't actually done this hatch yet. It isn't done. I haven't sanded it or touched it or anything, so it's still looking the original teal. But this is all gel coated. The entire side of the boat is all one color from here to there. Oh my gosh, can't believe it. New air vents for the fuel and the water tank. This one is sideways because I did it from the inside and I couldn't tell which way it was, so I'm gonna have to have my wife come help me align that. Some new carpet on the bunks, or on the rub rails, so that I could get this in. Water tank's in, or water heater's in. Look, no big gap, no big weird, piece of metal around it to cover it up. New through-hole fittings, new bilge pumps. Levers probably just need to be polished up a little bit. I just kind of threw them in because getting this boat on the water is more important than making it super pretty right now. I did do a wet sand around these just so I can put them in, get them in, be done with it. And out drives on. We did take it to the water, so there was a little bit of dirt and stuff on it. I did do a wet sand around the outdrive before I put it on. Little 9.9 kickers on. I did wet sand this entire area down to, I think, 12 or 14, 1600, 2000 grit. I don't remember. I did it to about right here so that when I put this on, I wasn't trying to wet sand underneath all this. So basically, just got that done real quick. Put that on, new sealant and everything. She's all together. These two holes, that one, my transducer wire is going to go down through. This one will probably end up being my steering control for this, just so I don't have to drill another hole. This doesn't really move. only this back here does. New bolts holding all this in. Louvers on this side. I did sand around these. And then this up here is my shower bilge. So the water that comes from the shower goes down into a sump. That sump has a bilge pump that pumps that water out here. Didn't wipe this off before it dried, and now I'm mad about it. But what are you going to do? I'll probably take a razor blade and just kind of trim that off a little bit. But that's a low priority situation. I could do that whenever. And other updates. Windows. Look at how beautiful those are. And they are like high quality. I got these from Peninsula Glass over, I think, in Vancouver. Peninsula Glass, Motion Windows, same company. They didn't sponsor me, but I sent them measurements and they sent these. They just plopped right into place. I did zero cutting. All I did was sand around the thing to take off the old sealant and put those in. Beautiful, wonderful, awesome windows. I got one on the other side too. We did take this boat, put it on the water just for a few minutes to make sure everything worked. The trailer towed phenomenally. Brakes worked. Everything worked. Tracked really well. No weird noises. I'm still working on adjusting the length for the cable for the shifting. These stairs, they're dirty. I've been working in here, walking on it. I haven't sanded any of these, but no hole in there. I actually put new wood and stuff up underneath. I did wet sand around this a little bit so that I could put this in. Oh yeah, and you guys didn't really see it, but the separation. So in this corner, there was that big old huge gap that was, a wet sanding dust. But yeah, that huge gap that like overhang by like 1/4 of an inch. Faired that out, filled that in, sanded that all down in smooth and pretty. And you can see I did wet sand on here too. So that's what hopefully the whole boat will look like in the future. So beautiful, beautiful. Am I happy with it? Close. Filled this. So this is all filled with reinforced epoxy. There will be a cover on this, so I probably won't be doing a lot of wet sanding on here. I didn't paint in there. Not really worth it. Propane tank's going to go in there. Nobody's going to see it. Not a big deal. I have new feet coming for some of my railing. That's why that's not in there yet. Without the railing on, the hatch has to be held with this so that it doesn't rip my hinges out. Get this open real quick. My super, oops, hold on, wait one. Cool, my little hooky thing came off of there. So, hey look, an engine. Painted the bilge white. I've been walking in there so it ain't perfect anymore. And I have a tuner. It's not HP tuners. It's basically connects to this little port right here. This is a USB cable. I have it routed in. It's on the floor down there. You can kind of see it. Connected to a laptop. I can monitor things. It's really great. Super excited to be able to get that done and have it not be an issue. I lowered the idle on this down to about 625. I'm going to try to aim for 600 RPM. And if I can get the tuning on this proper, then it makes shifting and maneuvering this boat so much easier. Steering setup right there. That big piece of aluminum used to be the thing that the steering was connected to. And it went from there. You can see there's a hole down there. And it went all the way across over to there. And it held no structural support at all. It was just a big giant 15-pound piece of aluminum that held on that steering linkage or that steering hydraulic ram. I don't know why it was overbuilt like that, but this steering works fine. We've tested it back and forth. No binding, no rubbing, no nothing. It steers the boat perfect. On the other side, I drilled a couple of holes in the bottom of the boat. This one right there will be a freshwater pickup for showers. So if you're on a freshwater lake or river, I'm going to plumb that in. It's going to go right up into my water system and plumb in for showers. And then, oh man, it is tight quarters in here, by the way. So, and then underneath there, that is the water pickup for the impeller. So I have about a 8 to 10 inch, maybe 12 inch run to my impeller before it goes up and goes into my heat exchanger. This thing would stay cool, don't get me wrong, before, but the hose ran all the way around the engine, all the way back and into this, which I may end up taking this off in the future. And it ran into this, and then it ran down into the outdrive. So I had like a 6-foot run of water line before it even got to the impeller, which probably not a big deal, but I would get cavitation, and if I push the boat to higher RPMs for longer, I would start to see some heat rising, even though the engine wasn't trying very hard. So that's changed. New plugs, new wires. That was nothing crazy. Batteries, I still need to do battery tie downs over there. New battery cables, those are 2-aught, rated to like 300 amp or something, I can't even remember. Directly wired from the starting battery to the alternator to the starter. All 2-aught cable all the way in. Big, huge, thick ground straight to the side of the block there at the motor mount. And wonderful, excellent battery cables. I mean, we're talking overdone for this. On this side, we have the main positive and main ground. That way, all my wiring to the forward goes there. And then this wire goes over to my inverter. And then my inverter is a positive for water heater and for some other accessories. So, overdid everything in that regard. Hey, look, steps. Nice, huh? Another new switch. So, I have double redundancy. This is a main switch for starter battery, house battery, or both, or off. Probably going to be running it on number 2. Oh, looks like I lost a screw. Oh well, I'll find one. Inverter comes on. Fridge is on. That's why it's pulling wattage. Was trying to keep beer cold yesterday. Water heater is on. Flooring is not done yet. Still have a lot of flooring to do. But I did put in, so front floor, new water tank underneath, super solid. It's like one of my beer bottles the other day. Then under here, tool storage. So there will be, hopefully I'm going to build this out just a little bit so that it's got like a box. But there's a ton of room in here. So tool storage, power tools. Well, I'd be careful. I don't want anything get wet. But yeah, definitely going to be tool storage once I build a box to keep it up off the bottom in case there's some water coming in. This is just cheap carpet, nothing special. It'll probably get replaced in the not too distant future. Wife doesn't like it, but functionality right now is more important than anything else. Plumbing's all been redone. There's still some junk in here that I haven't quite taken care of. Bathroom is not redone. New bathroom window, which was really nice. And I still haven't finished painting the bathroom floor. So I think we're gonna do a line. I'm gonna do up to here, straight up the wall. We're gonna paint in here, get this done, and then once it's all good, we're gonna focus on the rest of it, getting it all painted and good and nice and clean and white. Just having that time hasn't been a priority. Literally, I could use the shower like this tomorrow. Just pull the tape off the drain and it'd be good. So this is a 15-minute video already. Just too much stuff going on. So too long, didn't read. I did gel coat. If you want to know how to do gel coat, watch somebody like Andy in Boatworks Today or any of the other way better, smarter people who know how to do gel coat. That's how I learned. Don't try to undertake a gel coat project on a boat this big in 1 month. Unless you really know what you're doing. You have all the tools and all the experience required and necessary. And just to know that it's a terribly messy, dirty job, and you're going to hate life. So that's pretty much my update. Nothing has been done up there. So until next time, I guess, guys, I'll try to keep posting videos.